in science and development wing. Purpose was to work with the science subjects, to enhance the science subject percentage and to help the science students, help them for HS curriculum and for the competitive exams also. But thing is, when we started working, after some time, based on public demand and because of the main demands we are facing, we have not restricted ourselves to science subjects only. Now we have extended this to all subjects actually. And what we did, I want to show you today, I think you have already got 2 papers per class, per school. Paper will distribute also as well? Huh? You have got a QR code. You have a QR code, no? The paper? You have got just a minute. প্রত্যেক স্কুলের একজন করে হাত প্রেস করো, একজন দেখুন একজন একদম পাশে কাটিয়ে Done. You have got 2 papers, 2 pages. One of them is the QR code to which you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. And the second one is the notification. I will request you not to fold that. Please hand it over to your head of institution. It is meant for your head of institution. You can go through it, you will understand what purpose it will serve. And head of institution has been requested to post it on the notice board of the school and to inform the students and teachers regarding the thing what we are actually doing for the students. So now I will show you why actually we are insisting on subscribing our YouTube channel. So I will just to show you 2 interfaces, one to the YouTube channel and one to our website. Just a minute. It will take just another 5 to 6 minutes, then we will get into the main session. So this is your YouTube channel. This is the YouTube channel. You can straight away get to this subscribing or and other thing is now from here in this YouTube channel, click on playlists. You will find all semester-wise subjects categorized together. Now, as I was saying, to help the science students and the other students, what we started from June 2025, semester-wise syllabus was divided into short portions and videos, tutorial videos. We have started uploading tutorial videos on that. And now at present, we have uploaded more than 450 videos. One thing is that you won't get too much videos from semester 1 and semester 2 because on the first year actually we have given stress on semester 3 and 4, that is class 12 part. But still, it's not that you won't get any videos on semester 2 because on the very first line you will see geography semester 2, class 11. The thing is, what we
নমস্কার, উচ্চ মাধ্যমিক শিক্ষা সংস্থা আয়োজিত অনলাইন টিউটোরিয়াল ক্লাস আরো একবার সবাইকে স্বাগত। আজকে আমরা ক্লাস 11 এর সেমিস্টার 2 এ জিওগ্রাফির উপর একটি গুরুত্বপূর্ণ বিষয় নিয়ে আলোচনা করব।
geomorphic process. So likewise, I won't take too much time on that. You will get more videos on this. এটা একটু এই করে দিতে বেরিয়ে গেলাম আমি এইটা একটু দেখো ইউটিউব চ্যানেল WBCHSE @ এখানে এসে ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল কাউন্সিল অফ হায়ার সেকেন্ডারি এডুকেশন টাইপ করলেও হবে। This is one interface through which you can access the videos, and the better interface will be if you go to our council website and click on online subject tutorials. Here you will get the list of videos in a much more formatted way, purpose wise. A general section with some English videos on English and career counseling. Then semester 2 and 4 videos. There will be some videos on semester 2 also. For example, now on the screen you are seeing 2 topics have been entirely covered in biological science. So then the interesting part for you will start after there. Once you come across the 2 and 4 semester, then you will get into semester 1 and 3. So once you are done with your annual examination, this time you don't need to wait for the school to start for the topic or the tuition center to start for the topic. You can straight away start from our videos. Your tutorial videos are ready here. Some of the subjects are there in semester 3 which have been entirely covered through these videos. So I think that will be helpful for you. I know some non-Bengali students in English medium schools, we don't have too much videos for them. Our teachers who have done these videos, actually they have been instructed to use English terms as much as possible while teaching, because there will be students in English medium schools. But still, a Bengali speaking student in an English medium school, it will be okay for them. But for Hindi speaking in an English medium school, we don't have videos too much. We have some videos, but not too much at this moment. But when it will be, I assure one thing, when you will be in semester 3, after 2 months or 3 months, at that time, you will be getting videos where the subject has been taught in purely Hindi or English, in both. Actually, we have already covered a huge chunk in the syllabus, and now next time our target is to create videos in Hindi and English, which will be for the Hindi and English speaking. And we have already started one studio at North Bengal office, where from the videos are being created in Nepali language for the students from hill areas. Okay, so I am done with my presentation. Now just two requests. Number 1, many of the class 11 students are not here today. Please inform them, your colleagues. And number 2, also inform the class. I will make that request to school representatives also. The class 12 students should also know about this, because they will be needing more these videos for the semester. So many semester 4 videos are there. And after 15th of January, actually we will be concentrating on model question paper discussions of semester 4. So that will, I think that will be very much helpful for them. So they should know actually before sitting for the HS examination, because this thing we are doing for last 7 months. The thing is, our problem is we can't, up till now I think we have reached up to at most 20% of our students, maybe, if not less. So we are trying to use, we also expect help from you. So this thing to propagate, the students should know, because this will only make success if these videos are extensively being used by the students. So thank you for now. Then I will lead you into the main session. I will request our sir will conduct the main session. And last one thing, actually we have kept the channel open for your comments. Whatever you want, actually, you will write that in our comment section in our videos, in response to the videos. Give us suggestion, give us the mention the topic on which we should make videos, which we will be looking. Thank you.
Vikram, let us mic in.
গুড মর্নিং, সবাই এসেছো আমাদের এখানে, আমাদের খুব ভালো লাগে। এই আজকে আমাদের এই সেশনের এটা লাস্ট পার্ট 1 সেশন, এরপরে আরেকটা সেশনে প্রোগ্রামটা আমাদের শেষ হবে। সকালবেলা একটা লোভে লোভে থাকি, তোমাদের ছোট ছোট সুন্দর মুখগুলো দেখতে পাবো, খুব ভালো লাগে। হ্যাপি নিউ ইয়ার তোমাদের সবাইকে জানাচ্ছি। তোমরা ভবিষ্যতে সফল হও, খুশি থাকো, কিন্তু সবার উপরে মানুষ হও। অনেক সফল হয়ে অমানুষ হয়ে কোনো লাভ নেই, মানুষ হও। এটা তোমাদের সিনিয়র হিসেবে আমি তোমাদের জন্য শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি। আমরা বলতে আমি তোমাদের কথা বলছি। তোমরা এখন বড় হয়ে উঠছো, অনেক বড় রেসপন্সিবিলিটি তোমাদের, অনেক দায়িত্ব। আমাদের দায়িত্ব আমরা শেষ করছি, আমরা অনেকদিন এগিয়েছি, এই সোসাইটিতে যেটুকু করার করেছি। এবার তোমাদের দায়িত্ব, সেই দায়িত্ব পালন তোমাদের করতে হবে, কিন্তু নিজেদেরকে ডিসিপ্লিনে রাখো। নিজেদের এমন কিছু করবে না যাতে অন্য কেউ বিরক্ত হয়। আমাদের স্বাধীনতা আছে, আমাদের দেশ স্বাধীন, তাহলে আমি সবকিছু করতে পারি না, আমরা তা পারি না। অন্যের অসুবিধা করে কোনো কিছু করার স্বাধীনতা আমাদের নেই। আমি অনেকগুলো কথা বললাম, সরি। আজকের অনুষ্ঠানের বাইরে কিছু প্রেক্ষিত আছে তাই বললাম। আজকে তোমরা এসেছো ইংলিশে সেশন করতে। আমিও বাংলা মিডিয়ামেরই স্টুডেন্ট। ইংরেজি লিখতে পড়তে হয়তো আমারও সমস্যা হতো, কিন্তু কিছু জিনিস ছোট থেকে প্র্যাকটিস করেছি। তোমাদেরকেও বলি, নিউজ পেপার পড়ো, পারলে বাড়িতে গিয়ে যদি সম্ভব হয় বাবাকে বলবে একটা ইংরেজি নিউজ পেপার রাখতে। বাবা আমাকে বললো বাংলা নিউজ পেপার পড়ো, একটু নিজেরা নিজেদের মতো করে ট্রান্সলেশন করো, যেটা ভবিষ্যতে তোমাদেরকে কারেক্ট ইংলিশ লিখতে শেখাবে। করে বিরক্ত করো না তোমাদের দিদিমণি স্যার তাদেরকে, যে স্যার একটু কারেক্ট করে দিন, একটু দেখে দিন, ম্যাডাম একটু দিদিমণি একটু দেখে দিন। তারা ঠিক দেখে দেবে, খুশি হয়ে দেখে দেবে, কেউ বিরক্ত হবে না, কিন্তু করো। তাহলে আর কেন ইংরেজি নিয়ে কেন আমার একদম মাথা ব্যথা হবে, একটা ফরেন ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ? এই কারণেই মাথা ব্যথা, কমিউনিকেশনটার জন্য তোমাদের ইংরেজিটা ভবিষ্যতে দরকার লাগবে। তোমরা যারা কেরিয়ারে যাবে, সবাই যাবে, আমি ধরে নিচ্ছি সবাই যাবে। আমি ছেলে মেয়ে নির্বিশেষে বলছি, প্রত্যেকে যাবে, নিজের পায়ে প্রত্যেকে দাঁড়াবে। এই দাঁড়ানোটা প্রয়োজন, এবং শুধু প্রয়োজন না, কম্পালসারি। সুতরাং এর জন্য যে কমিউনিকেশন করতে হয়, অফিসিয়াল কমিউনিকেশন বলো, একটা অ্যাপ্লিকেশন লিখতে হবে। আমরা খুব বিরক্ত হই, আমরা যখন একটা ছোট কোনো অ্যাপ্লিকেশন ভীষণ ভুল, গ্রামাটিক্যালি ভুল একটা সেন্টেন্স পাই, খুব বিরক্ত লাগে। যাই হোক, তখন বুঝি ট্রেনিংটা সেভাবে হয়নি, হয়তো সেই দিক থেকেও এই উদ্যোগ আমরা নিয়েছি। আমরা ভাবতে পারিনি ছোটবেলা আমরা কখনো বোর্ডে এসে ক্লাস করছি, বোর্ড আমাদেরকে, আমাদের কাউন্সিল আমাদেরকে কিছু পড়াচ্ছে, এটা আমরা ছোটবেলায় কখনো ভাবতে পারিনি। আজ তোমরা ভাবতে পারছো। যতটা সম্ভব এখান থেকে নিজেদের জন্য ভ্যালু অ্যাড করে নিয়ে যাও, এটুকুই বলবো। আর ইংরেজি খুব সহজ সাবজেক্ট, একটু মন দিলে, একটু টিপস অ্যান্ড ট্রিক্স জানলে ইংরেজি লেখা খুব সহজ। কঠিন কঠিন শব্দ, ওয়ার্ড, ভোকাবুলারির দরকার নেই। সহজ ভোকাবুলারি দিয়ে, সহজ শব্দ দিয়ে নিজেরা সেন্টেন্স মেক করো। শুধু গ্রামারটাকে নজর রাখো, গ্রামারটাকে ভালো করে পড়ো। আমি আর বেশি বলছি না, সবাই ভালো থাকো, সুস্থ থাকো। আমি স্যারকে বলছি, স্যার আপনি আসুন। অমিতাভ স্যার আমাদের রিসেন্টলি ডিপার্টমেন্টের অ্যাডভাইজার, উনি এখন একটু বলবেন, তারপর আমরা মেইন সেশনে চলে যাব।
Thank you, Sanjidadi. Today's temperature is 10 degrees centigrade and this chilly morning তোমরা যে সবাই এখানে গ্যাদার্ড হয়েছো এবং ইংরেজি শেখার জন্য এটাই একটা বিরাট ব্যাপার এটা মনে করি এবং থ্যাংক ইউ অল অ্যান্ড অলসো গুড মর্নিং শুধু নয় হ্যাপি নিউ ইয়ার তো আমি ডাকছি আজকে তোমাদের যিনি রিসোর্স পার্সন তিনি আসবেন মিস্টার রাজীব ব্যানার্জি ফ্রম নরেন্দ্রনাথ বিদ্যানিকেতন নৈহাটি তিনি আপনার অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট টিচার তিনি তোমাদের ইংলিশ রাইটিং স্কিল অ্যান্ড স্পিকিং অ্যাবিলিটি নিয়ে কথা বলবেন তো লেটস স্টার্ট দ্য সেশন
Hello. Well, students, good morning, everybody. Today we have met here with the purpose of digging deep through English language. But before that, I would like to introduce myself a bit. My name is Rajiv Banerjee. I have come from Noyati, Narendra Vidyaniketan. Today, my purpose of coming here is to talk with you on some points about English language. As we all know, language is basically a skill. Actually, language consists of 4 skills. 4 general skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. More or less, all of us are aware of this fact. But before going into that, I'd like to express one point about why English is necessary nowadays. In our day-to-day life, in our daily life, is it really that necessary to have a knowledge, to have a working knowledge at least in the language? Yes, we do have. Not only academically or professionally, but also in order to live our daily life, we need it. If we get a job in the later part of our life, if we get a job outside India, or even outside West Bengal, if we are not well aware of our national language, that is Hindi, if I am not well conversant with that language, then what other option will be left with me? It's English. So in our day-to-day life, I'll be needing that. So first of all, I would like to express that English is really, literally important. And it should be learned well. So that you can not only express yourself, but you can share your ideas, you can interact with others. And let me be clear about one thing. I must be very clear about that. It's not a class that I am taking. I have no capability of taking class with you. Then what is it? It is an interactive session. I have called it an interactive session. I will be interacting with you. I will be needing your feedback. You will be giving your feedback, which will be essential for me, for my growth too, as a speaker, as a teacher. Okay? So, don't keep mum. Don't keep quiet. Please be vocal. If you do not consider my fact true, if you differ in some kind of a way or in some kind of a way or the other, please let me know. You are all welcome to share your own views with me so that I can be enriched. Well, now, the purpose of any language
is what? What is the purpose of any language? Please tell anybody. Anybody try, please. What is the purpose? Yes, do please.
Communicate with
Very good. That is communication. Communication is the purpose of any language. Language is the vehicle of thought. Isn't it a vehicle of thought? How can I make myself understand? How will you understand me? It's not only, yes, body language matters. Gesture and postures definitely matter. But beyond that, when we deal with the subtle feelings happening in ourselves, it's one language or the other. একটা ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ চাই, ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ ছাড়া আমরা প্রসিড করতে পারি। So English is also turned as a leading language throughout the world. Wherever in the world you may be, there will be the essential English should be there with you to make you run through the world, to make you run through your day. So the ultimate purpose is communication, right? Communication. How do you turn communication? আমি যদি জিজ্ঞেস করি what is communication? Communication কি? একটু বলতে পারবে? Anybody please try. What is communication? What do you mean by, what do you understand by communication?
Interaction with each other.
Interaction. I really appreciate your view, your point. That is, it is an interaction. I am interacting with you. That doesn't mean that I will have a uniform flow of speech. I will have a uniform data flow from my end to yours. Not that way. But just the opposite. We will have a reciprocal flow of data. Reciprocal means I will be given data, and in place of that, in its stead, I will be asking for data from you too. How you are taking my views, my points, and how you are expressing yours. You will be likewise letting me know. Okay? So, communication will not be the bare structure of any data. Bare flow of data, bare flow of information is not at all communication. If I say, you ask me, sir, when did you get up in the morning from sleep today? I said, I got up in the morning at 5 o'clock. Then I went out, I got a paper. I took a cup of tea. Then I sat down with the paper. I began to read it. Now, I'm not punctuating anything. I'm just giving a flow of ideas, flow of thoughts with barely any emotion, barely any feeling in it. Will you accept it as a communication? Is it a communication in your words? It's not so. Because a communication, to be a communication, apart from this flow of data, what other thing is needed? কেউ বলতে পারবে যে কোন জিনিসটা এসব দরকার লাগে? Feeling, so that I can touch your heart. When you ask from me, when you ask me, when I get up from the bed today from sleep, I should have spoken like this. Do you know today I was really late in getting up from sleep? Generally, I get up at 5 o'clock sharp in the morning, but today I am late by 1 hour. I got up today at 6, so all the rest of my life course were late. If I say it in this way, if I speak it in this way, it will be better acceptable. You can understand me, you can understand my body language, you can understand my looks. Suppose I am telling something to you and I am staring at some other thing. Will you be able to perceive what I intend to say to you? No. The answer will be a big no. In order to do that, I will have to make an eye-to-eye contact with you. My body language should be positive that I am really passing some information to you, and I am also inviting the same way towards me too. That's the thing. That's communication. That communication is not merely the data flow or information flow from one end to the other. Not that. It's a reciprocal kind of flow. তুমিও বলবে আমিও বলবো. You will be rectifying me and me too. I will be rectifying you too. Not only rectifying, I will be appreciating, I will be differing, I will be coinciding with your view too. So this way we will proceed, and this way communication gets further. And this way we become friends, we become praying philosopher and guidance, whatever you call it. Then we conclude, what is communication? ঠিক আছে? Okay. Now, communication happens. How does communication happen? Communication কি করে হয়? যদি কেউ বলতে পারে, anybody trying? How communication takes place? Communication কি করে হয়? By way of two things. বলো. By way of two things. By means of two things, communication takes place. One is speaking, and the other one is writing. My cousin lives in Delhi or Mumbai. He is writing nowadays there are many other modes of communication like Facebook, WhatsApp, email, etc. But in our time, these were not so. We had two means of communication. One is speaking and the other one was writing. And as far as your texts are concerned, and as far as we are concerned with our books, study, these two modes of communication is there left with us. One is speaking and the other one is writing. Now, there are four pillars. If you really want to learn a language, there are four pillars: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So, all these are skills, particular skills, and these skills need to be developed so that we can express ourselves and we can take other views in a proper way. So, before intending to learn a language, we need to understand how it is important for us to understand these four pillars of a language: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Among these four pillars, two are receptive skills, and the other two are productive skills. Now, when we listen, you are saying something to me and I am listening to you. I am receiving something from you. And you are producing something to me. Isn't it? Then it will be reception on my part and giving or delivering from your part. So, listening and by reading, same way. Reading also holds the same way. By reading, we are enriched. By reading, we are receptive when we are reading. So, the process of reading and the process of listening is receptive skills. I am receiving information. I am receiving attitude. I am receiving tradition. I am receiving history. And I am receiving whatever information you may be giving. And on your part, what it will look like? On your part, you are delivering. That is, you are making the production. You are producing. So, writing and speaking are productive skills. You will generate things to enrich others. So today, we will restrict our discussions to these productive skills, writing and reading skills. Any question? Well, now coming to the yes, in our first slide, why English speaking is important. That I discussed just now. Classroom interaction. Actually, you are now in school. You are instructed either in vernacular or Hindi, and in some few schools, it's English as a means of instruction. So, classroom instruction, and learning anything incites us. Learning anything gives us the level of confidence that we want. If you can learn anything, you'll be really excited. You'll have confidence filled in. If you can ever learn anything. So, learning is very important. So, same way, learning a language also instills in you an amount of confidence, really. The more you learn, the more number of language you learn, the better, the higher your confidence. The higher is your level of confidence. So, it also builds confidence, which knowing a language, being able to speak in a particular language, earns you the confidence. Okay. So, and whenever we will be through a language, we will be having an additional language, we can be better equipped to be fit to do any work that will be assigned to us, that might be assigned to us in our daily course of life, professionally, both professionally and in our real life. That is future success. It will be an indication that you are going to succeed in future. I am a heap of knowledge, I may be knowing a subject very well, very well. Okay. Now, if you put me in countries like America or Britain, I don't know English. How can I go? But I have I have heaps of knowledge in any subject. But that knowledge will go haywire. That knowledge will go in vain if I cannot pass it. If I cannot convey it to others. How necessary it will be. So, for the generation of success too, is English necessary. And as she was telling a few minutes ago, that it connects globally. Wherever we are, we can make ourselves better understood if we converse in English. English is a global language, globally acceptable. Well, coming to the next one, common problems faced by students. Now, I am all set to listen to what I mean. That is, I am all set to learning English. Okay. I began learning English too. There will be some common mistakes. The first one, fear of making mistakes. Whenever I'll be speaking, the first day on which I spoke in my life, I also had this fear. I had a kind of phobia, that might be if there is some mistakes, others will laugh. Others will laugh at my wrong things, the wrong convenience. আমি যে তোমাদের কাছে কনভে করতে পারলাম না, এই রং কনভিনিয়েন্সের জন্য আমাকে সবাই হাসবে, উপহাস, I will be the butt of laughter, BUTT, butt of laughter, butt of ridicule, সবাই আমাকে ridicule করবে. But with practice, now What is practice? Practice in madhyame, by way of practice only, you will override the situation. The situation of what? The situation of being phobic all the time. I will not speak, lest I should be caught out in a ridiculed manner. তাহলে practice, এই কথাটাই করার জন্য just we have invited you over here only to insight you how to practice. Your practice should be thoughtful. Unnecessary and disabled practice will not get you somewhere. It's thoughtful, thought-provoking practice that will get you at the right kind of point, right kind of success. Then the fear of making mistakes should be avoided only. Actually, one thing I must stress, in one of the character building books, in motivational books, there are many motivational books, In one of those books, I have forgotten the name, but the line is still in my mind that if you face something, be very particular about listening to this. If you face any fear, challenge the fear. তুমি যদি কোনো কাজ করতে ভয় পাও, ওই কাজটাই করো বারবার. By repeatedly facing the particular job, you will wipe away your fear. Do make mistakes, let them laugh, but you keep standing over here. দেখবে একটা সময় আসবে, they will begin to appreciate you. তাহলে the fear of making mistakes will go this way only. You should have right kind of attitude to eradicate this problem from your mind. The second one is limited vocabulary. It's a really genuine problem. Those with limited vocabulary are really puzzled as to the real kind of word and the right situation. Do we always use the right word in the right situation? You tell me. আমরা কি যেটা ভাবি ঠিক সেটাই আমরা কি বলতে পারি? বলো তো, বলো না, কেউ বলো প্লিজ। আমরা কিন্তু পারি না, একদম ঠিক, exactly. We cannot speak exactly what we want. We suffer from paucity of words, expressions. So limited vocabulary can be addressed. Limited vocabulary can do be addressed. এটাকেও কিন্তু অ্যাড্রেস করা যায়. We can enhance the stock of words. How? I'll come to that later. আমি আসবো, সেটা নিয়েও আসবো। কিভাবে তুমি? I'll give you a tip then. Please remind me. If I forget, please do remind me so that I can give you the tip. The third one is mother tongue influence. Can anybody elaborate? Mother tongue influence কি? কেউ বলতে পারবে? Mother tongue pull. Anybody trying? কেউ বলো না, ভুল বলো। আমি চাইছি ভুল বলো, কিন্তু এই ভয়টা ফোবিয়া যেটা আমি একটু আগে বলছিলাম। হ্যাঁ, তাহলে মাদার টাং পুল, এই পুলটা কি বলছে, ইনফ্লুয়েন্সটা কি? আমি এটাই জানতে চাইছি। তোমরা ভুল বলো, আমি চাই আমি ঠিক অ্যান্সার চাই না, আমি ভুল অ্যান্সার চাই। তোমরা ভুল বলো।
Our mother tongue rather than speaking in English or any other language which we are trying to know.
Actually, you are near the answer. Actually, what happens whenever we try to speak English, the mother tongue pool always comes behind us. We tend to speak Bengali or Hindi or something like that. Apart from English, Englishটা ছেড়ে দিয়ে আমরা বাংলা বা হিন্দিতে চলে আসি. This is mother tongue pool. Because we are so accustomed to speaking Bengali, so accustomed to speak Hindi, that while speaking in English, also we have the pull from behind. Our mother tongue pulls us back. Exactly. Please sit down. Thank you. এরকম ভাবে একটু বলবে তোমরা, আমারও একটু পড়াতে না, সরি, এই উইথড্র মাই ওয়ার্ড, পড়াতে না, ডিসকাস করতে আমার সুবিধা হবে, আমার ভালো লাগবে। তাহলে লিমিটেড vocabulary holo, mother tongue, pool holo, mother tongue influence holo. Shyness and stage fear. The same thing goes here too. As I was telling, in case of fear of making mistakes, the way that I just swerved it, you should avoid this shyness in the same way. Whatever you feel you are afraid of doing, face it. Face it. এটাকেই করো বারবার. By doing it repeatedly, your fear will gradually come down. ঠিক আছে? এটা it is for anything and everything. যে কোনো কিছুর ক্ষেত্রেই কিন্তু এটা সত্য. Now, coming to the basics of good English speaking. If we want to really speak English well enough to be understood, to be interacted with others in a proper kind of manner, the things that are given over here should be considered well. What are the things? Pronunciation. Clear pronunciation. So, for this, what you should do? Clear pronunciation. For making your pronunciation better, what you need to do?
Practice.
Practice what? Practice is a generalized term. Whenever you say to me, practice, what kind of practice and how the practice will be done should be stressed. Conversation. Yes, definitely. No, not only. Listening has even more implication in it rather than reading. Through listening, we enhance our skill of pronouncing. The better we can listen, the better we can pronounce. Suppose আমি বললাম pronunciation, and whenever I make it a verb, I pronounce it pronounce. Would you accept it? Pronunciation এর ভার্ব যখন হচ্ছে ওটা উচ্চারিত হবে, ওটা আটার্ড হবে কিভাবে না প্রোনাউন্স হিসাবে আটার্ড। ঠিক তো? কিন্তু আমি যদি প্রোনাউন্স বলি হবে না। তাহলে এটা আমি কিভাবে কারেক্টেড হচ্ছি? When I listening from either you or television or something like cinema, Facebook, WhatsApp, many other videos. There are many dialects, as we have in Bengali. English does have English, the language of English does have many dialects. Scotland dialect, English, the standard English form. So, in each of the dialects, the pronunciation is different. In each case, as if you understand Bengali, you will see that Bengali in Bankura is not same way spoken as it's spoken over here in Kolkata, isn't it? তাহলে আমাকে আবার দেখতে, had we been born in Bankura, we would have uttered the same way as they do. তাদের মধ্যে কিন্তু আমরা বাংলা বলতাম। আমি যে এখন স্ট্যান্ডার্ড বাংলাটা বলছি, এটা বলছি বিকজ আই হ্যাভ বিন বর্ন ইনটু অ্যান এরিয়া ক্লোজ টু ক্যালকাটা, ক্লোজ টু কলকাতা। তাহলে ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডেরও কিন্তু একটা মেজার থাকে, একটা ব্যাপার থাকে। সো ইয়োর প্রোনাউন্সিয়েশন শুড বি ক্লিয়ার। Your sentences, the sentences that you will be using in your speech should be simple and correct. Actually, I'll go into a short story. I'll not waste your time much. When I began just learning English, I had a kind of fad. I had kind of fad. I used to think that if I could incorporate bombastic words and bombastic sentence ranging from 2 to 4, 5 lines, nobody can understand me. This kind of thought really baffled me once. And I used to look up those difficult, most difficult, most easy words from the dictionary and used it. Once my teacher told me, "What do you know what is the real purpose of language?" The real purpose of language to make yourself understood. You will speak that language so that others may understand you. So if you use so much of learned, bombastic words, nobody can understand you, and the purpose of language will be devastated. আমি যদি আমাকে বোঝাতেই না পারলাম, what way? Using English? English বুঝিয়ে কি হবে? English use করে কি হবে? bombastic using Johnson is আমরা we used to study. Dr. Johnson was the last to have squandered the delicacy of integrity by nullifying the levels of talents. কঠিন শব্দ, কঠিন সেন্টেন্স স্ট্রাকচার। আমি বলতে পারি যে I don't have the right bent of mind. আমি বলতে পারি এইভাবে দেখো, I don't have the bent of mind that is coaxing me that I should head home just now because I have really not anything that would again coax me to stay back. এই যে এতগুলো কথা বললাম, এই কথাটা যদি আমি বলতাম I have nothing to do, I will go. Just এই কথাটুকুনি যদি বলতাম, it could replace it. কিন্তু আমি ঘুরিয়ে পেঁচিয়ে সার্কামলোকিউশন করে আমি ব্যাপারটাকে আরো ঘেটে দিলাম। So this practice must be avoided at all costs. Be short, be simple, and be very pointed in whatever you want to say, whatever you want to communicate. So your language, your sentence should be simple and correct. How will it be correct? You should have at least a working knowledge of functional grammar. You know what functional grammar is? There is also a descriptive grammar where the rules are, the rules are philologically described and all that. Philologically. In relation to the history of English language. We don't need those things. We only need how it will function, how it will be needed functionally. Then only can we be able to meet our needs, na? আমরা functional needs-টা জানতে চাই। So, then you will have simple and correct sentences, proper pauses. It's a kind of pronunciation part. A punctuation part. I have to give proper pauses. You have been seeing me for quite some time. Now, have I been telling you all the way without taking any pause, without letting you think? This is not so. I give you pause for thinking, for filtering the things that I am conveying you. And I take myself the same pause to rethink the point that I am going to take up in the next session, in the next part of my speech. So, proper pauses should be there. Taking pause is a kind of body language, you know. Taking good pause is a quality. So, proper pauses should be there so that the persons around you can understand you better. Eye contact and body language. I was just speaking about it. I was telling you about body language and eye contact at the outset. I am saying something to you and I am looking at that particular section. Would you be able to understand me? You will barely give me a chance to let me be understood. তুমি ভাবে যে আমি তোমাকে কিছু বলছি না, you would avoid me. So you know, proper eye contact and proper body language should be there. এই points গুলো তোমরা মাথায় রাখবে। দেখো, one thing I must make clear, one thing, that is whenever we get back home, we practice, we study, we go to school, we consult our teachers, we do everything. Teachers tell us to practice. Now we practice back at home. Really, it doesn't look anything or something unnatural. It doesn't look natural. But today, as I was saying, I have invited you only to give you some tips about how to practice. What things you will have to have in your mind while practicing. Okay. তোমরা কি কি জিনিস practice করার সময় what kind of things, what kind of points you will have in your mind to give an iota of knowledge about those things only. I have today invited all of you. I want you to beg some points, some techniques, some takeaways, so that your practice at home can be managed or can be kind of synchronized in the way you think. তাহলে জিনিসটা বোঝা যাচ্ছে তো আমি কি বলছি? Am I audible? Am I understandable? If you feel any problem, please let me know. I'll correct myself accordingly. তাহলে eye contact and body language. এইবারে daily practices to improve speaking. Speak daily. Actually, as I was telling you earlier, that whatever, these are all skills, we are talking on skills. Skills should be practiced much and as much as possible. Then only can skills become a proper thing to carry. Speak daily. I would like you to play the role of somebody. Take a role of, say, your teacher. Now today, I am the teacher, and you say to your brother that you be my student. Now, as a teacher communicates with his students, you will be communicating with your brother. And the same way around, reciprocally too. You will let your brother to be your teacher, and you will feel you have a student to him. You will play a student to him. Then take the role of a grocer. Suppose you are a grocer. Then the customers are coming to your shop, and how you are interacting with those customers, how you are talking to those customers. So these are all context. These are all situations, and every situation has a kind of vocabulary, kind of words that other professions or other situation doesn't have. So, in order to take those words and learn those particular words, you need to be a part of that particular situation. So, be situational and contextual. Okay, be situational and contextual and play the role of somebody. Suppose today we'll be playing doctors and patients to each other. Okay, you are my patient and I will be the doctor. Now, as a doctor, interact with his patient. You'll be doing that. And then after that, after playing that, you let your brother be the doctor and you be the patient. Now, this way, what happens? You are faced with many situations, and you will be well equipped to cope up with that with those situations. to your knowledge of English. You will get stuck with the meanings, you will get stuck with many things. But by and by constant practice, you will get to learn how to how to talk in that capacity. তাহলে তোমাকে বিভিন্ন সিচুয়েশন খুঁজতে হবে এবং সেই সিচুয়েশনের একটা রোল নিয়ে তোমাকে প্লে করতে হবে। দ্যাটস কল্ড রোল প্লে, সিচুয়েশনাল কন্টেক্সচুয়াল রোল প্লে। Read aloud. When I used to be a child, when I started learning, my mother used to tell me, whenever you study loudly so that you can hear what you are studying yourself. This gives us a two-way benefit. What? One way, it is visual memory, that I am remembering what I am seeing in front of me from the book, and I am also giving myself auditory assistance by way of speaking it loudly. So I am twice benefited. One thing is visual memory and the other one is auditory memory. So my study will be prepared even more easily, even more in a shorter period of time than if we study only by muttering or mumbling. So read aloud so that the information and the things that you learn can be retained for a longer period of time inside you. Okay. Talk to friends. We do it. We talk. Talking to friends is really one thing that we do. Don't we do it? Yes, we do. So I will not emphasize on this. I will not elaborate. You know how to talk to your friends. Listen and repeat. The thing that I was dealing with when I was speaking about pronunciation, that listen from others how they pronounce a particular word or sentence, how they pronounce a phrase, how they pronounce an idiom. So listen and repeat. By repetition, you can master the pattern of usage, the pattern of pronunciation, the pattern in which it is being uttered. So why you should repeat? Because it will mix into your bloodstream. By repetition. By repetition, anything can be mixed with our bloodstream. By only repetition. So, listen and repeat. Coming to the next segment. Classroom activities. In a class, what you should do in order to enhance the power of your speaking skill? We can have self-introduction. If I had really time, I would ask you to write about yourselves. Actually, we have paucity of time. We don't have much time for that purpose. So I would restrict myself from doing that. Otherwise, I would really have told you, please self-introduce yourself. I would love to listen to you, what place you are coming from, in which school you study, and all that. What is your favorite subject? What is your hobby, etc. I could have learned even more from you, about you. So, self-introduction is a mode of communication which may happen in classroom. Role play scenarios, as I was telling just now. You take up the role of a particular person and play that role with your friends, with your parents, with your friends, with your brother, with your sisters, and all that. Make a group of 10 to 15, or 15 will be kind of bigger thing. Okay, now restrict yourself 8 to 10 members. Make a team of 8 to 10 members and take up a topic. Discuss. Express your views individually. Individually, give your views. Write down what others intend to say. And this exchange of views will give you a kind of practice towards the skill of speaking. Thus, it will enhance your speaking ability. And last, it's been pointed out at the last, but not the least, is storytelling. What is a story? If I ask you what is a story? Story is a description of what?
An event.
Huh?
An event.
An event. So, in more general terms, you can say that story is life itself. The characters of a story imitates life. না? তাই তো স্টোরি একটা স্টোরির মধ্যে অনেকগুলো ক্যারেক্টার ফিচার করে, অনেকগুলো ক্যারেক্টার থাকে। সেই ক্যারেক্টারটা কারা? তুমি, আমি, আমরাই তো সেই স্টোরি ক্যারেক্টার, তাই না? তাহলে একটা স্টোরি অলওয়েজ স্পিক্স অ্যাবাউট অ্যান ইভেন্ট ইন লাইফ। লাইফের ইভেন্ট সম্পর্কে বলে স্টোরি। সুতরাং if you have the practice of telling somebody stories, you will definitely master a general overview, a general grasp on life itself. Life-এর বিভিন্ন dimension গুলো, you will be dealing with different dimensions of life. So, storytelling is one of the most important ideas over here. ঠিক আছে? Well, now speak daily, improve slowly, and succeed surely. Succeed surely. You know, I will give you a tip. You didn't remind me. I told you na, that I give you one tip to raise up your stock of words, vocabulary. You forgot to do that. Okay, I have taken up the memory. I have come to learn it. I'm telling you what to do. First, take a dictionary and make a habit of reading at least something daily, on a daily basis. The easiest thing that we can achieve, that we can do, is have a newspaper. Now, start reading it. Whenever you get stuck with the meaning in a paragraph, don't use the dictionary at the outset. First, try to infer the meaning from the situation, from the context. When you will be reading about a word in a context, you are having the context earlier, you will have the later part of the context. Now, from that context, you try to infer the meaning of it. If you cannot do that, then go for a dictionary. Oxford Advanced Learner's Dictionary is a good one, because in that dictionary, apart from the meaning of the words, an example usage is also given over there. Take up the meaning from the dictionary, write it down in the diary, and try to imbibe at least 10 to 15 words per day, and make a point to revise it every day on a day-to-day basis. At least for 5 minutes, have a look at the diary. Have a look at it. If not more, just give it 5 minutes or so, something like that. Not more. It's not included in your study schedule or something like that. It's kind of eating, drinking, water, etc. এরকমই একটা কাজ মনে করো, রোজ ওই ডায়েরিটা কনসাল্ট করো, and at the same time try to use those words in whatever you think or write on paper. ওই ওয়ার্ডগুলোকে ইউজ করার চেষ্টা করো, তাহলে কি হবে, you will have a memory of all those words at the same point of time. This is a tip. I did it in my own life and I have been hugely benefited from that. এইটা করার চেষ্টা করবে। I still have those diaries with me now, even today. I have those diaries that I used to do when I was a student. I have 2 diaries like this thick, Two diaries, each of the diaries are this thing, is this thing. So I have those diaries with me even today. Do make it a habit. Improve slowly and succeed surely. And all of us know, slow but steady wins the race. Be slow but steady. Then you'll be able to win the race. Definitely. Acha, motamoti amra, I had this much to tell you in with regard to our speaking skill. I have done with speaking skill. I'll come up to writing skill. But before that, I'll ask you, I'll offer a chance for you to discuss it with me. What difficulty, if there is any difficulty in what I said, if you have something to tell over which I told, if you have something to rectify me, please let me know. And whatever. If you post some different kind of methodology of practicing these skills, please let me know. I would only love to be enriched by you too. তোমরা বলতে পারো তোমাদের যদি কিছু বলার থাকে, কিছু যদি করার থাকে, মানে এর হ্যাবিটটা, এই স্পিকিং স্কিলটাকে বাড়ানোর জন্য যদি আদার কোনো ওয়ে জানা থাকে আমাকে বলতে পারো। Does anybody of you have anything to tell me? কিছু বলার নেই? সবাই বুঝতে পেরেছো কি বলতে চাইছি আমি? পয়েন্টস গুলো বুঝতে পেরেছো? এই পয়েন্ট গুলো বাড়িতে গিয়ে তোমরা প্র্যাকটিস করার সময় তোমরা এই ইন্টারঅ্যাক্টিভ সেশনটার কথা মনে করবে যে স্যার এই বলছিল, ঠিক আছে, তাহলে এইগুলো অ্যাপ্লাই করে দেখি তো। আরেকটা জিনিস, ইয়েস, ওয়ান মোর টিপ, অ্যানাদার টিপ আই উইল বি গিভিং নাও। That is to make a habit. In one of those motivational books, I came to learn that to make a habit, we need to practice anything that we want to have, that we want to make a habit into for 21 days. If we do one thing for 21 days, it's made out into habit. At first, in the very beginning, you'll have to coax yourself. You have to motivate yourself towards doing it. But by and by, as days go by, you'll be accustomed to doing it. And by practicing it for 21 days, you'll be forming the habit itself. তাহলে 21 দিন কোনো কিছু প্রথম কিন্তু তোমাকে জোর করতে হবে। প্রথমেই কিন্তু তুমি মনে করলে যে কাল থেকে আমি অনেক লেট রাইজার হয়ে যাচ্ছি, কাল থেকে আমাকে ভোর 5টায় উঠতেই হবে, উঠে আমাকে জগিং করতে হবে আধ ঘন্টা, হাফ অ্যান আওয়ার, আর একটু জগ। দেখলে পরের দিন যখন অ্যালার্ম দিয়ে শুলে ঘড়ি 5টার সময় অ্যালার্ম বাজলো, তুমি যদি অ্যালার্মটা বন্ধ করে দিয়ে 5 ফিরে শো, তোমার কোনোদিন কিন্তু হ্যাবিট তৈরি হবে। তাহলে কি, প্রথমে তোমাকে ইউ হ্যাভ টু ফোর্স ইয়োরসেলফ। ফার্স্টে তোমাকে কোনো হ্যাবিট তৈরি করতে ইউ হ্যাভ টু ফোর্স ইয়োরসেলফ। Then the habit will drive you. Once the habit is made, the habit will drive you forth. So, do anything that you want to make a habit into. Always try to remember this thing, that to make a habit, we need 21 days. বলছি ওই বলো, তোমাদের যদি কোনো কিছু প্রশ্ন থাকে, you can ask me. বলো কার কি অসুবিধা স্পিকিং। In the meantime, by the time we get over to the next session, next part of the session, তোমরা কিন্তু কেউ যদি ইন্ট্রোডিউস করতে চাও নিজেকে, প্লিজ do that. I would only love to hear from you. কেউ যদি তোমার নিজের সম্পর্কে কিছু বলতে চাও, প্লিজ do. Would anybody like to introduce yourself? No fear, no phobia. First of all, as I have told you earlier, that there is nothing to fear about. We are all students. I am learning from you, you from me too. So there should be no phobia, no fear at all. It should be an interactive session. It's but an interactive session and nothing much, nothing more than that. Yes? Will you say something? বলো না, তোমরা যদি কিছু বলতে চাও বলো। আরে তোমার নাম কি, কোথা থেকে এসেছো, কোন স্কুলে পড়ো, এটুকুনি তো বলতে পারো, তাই বলো না। হ্যাঁ, yes, please do, please.
Good afternoon.
Good
My
afternoon.
name is Ali Hussain and I study in St. Bengal's Academy and I'm from Kolkata, West Bengal. My favorite hobby is cooking
Okay,
and listening music.
very good. So what kind of music? Just general the songs that we listen in our daily course of life. This type of songs. Or
No, a bit motivating music
okay.
which feels
Do you
energetic.
listen to instruments as sitar,
Yes.
sarod, etc.?
Guitar and piano.
Guitar, piano. Okay, very good, pretty good.
Thank you.
Okay. So I am very happy that one student over here has shared her hobby with me. So I know that many of you have really hobbies and many of you can do many other things that we do not do. I would only love to hear from you what you do apart from study, apart from learning, apart from school and all that. What you really do. কেউ যদি ভালো খেলো বলতে পারো, বলবে? হ্যাঁ, বলো। হ্যাঁ, ওই ওকে একটু দাও, তারপর তুমি নেবে। ওকে একটু দাও বলতে। হ্যাঁ, বলো। গুড আফটারনুন।
I am Veronica Shamate
ওকে,
from Pastor Chapter
আচ্ছা, বাঁশদ্রোণী। ওকে,
from Kolkata, West Bengal. And I would like to share a hobby. I'm also a professional musician here.
Oh, really? In which genre?
I'm an instrumental musician.
Which
Yeah.
instrument do you play?
Piano.
Piano. Oh my goodness. Nice, so nice.
I also have a hobby of reading stories and books.
So
Like
nice.
literature. And I will also say that due to me studying in an English medium school, it also helps a lot from the expression.
Genuinely. Okay. So nice of you. Thank you. You do practice every day. Piano is a good thing.
Good afternoon.
Good
My name
afternoon.
is Shifa Jamil and I'm from St. Michael's Academy.
Okay.
I'm in class 11 and I have science as my stream. I don't look up to my hobbies much because of my study, but
Yes.
I have a great interest in learning languages and I have learned many languages till now.
Okay.
I know-
Namely.
I know Spanish
Okay.
and I know Turkish, but not so fluent. But I'm trying to learn.
Okay. You know Spanish. From where did you learn it?
From YouTube.
From YouTube.
Yes.
So you have understood. You have mastered these 4 skills.
No, I haven't mastered it, but I have learned it as much as I can.
Spanish is the second largest spoken language in the world. Yes. In Latin American countries, all Spanish go there. Okay. Apart
I
from
know,
English.
I know a little Korean. I know Spanish.
Korean.
I know Turkish. And I
Oh.
speak English as well. And
A big
English
challenge.
also.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. You know, gradually we come to learn many things about you. You didn't tell me this way. Now I am inciting you, and as a result, what I am getting is really encouraging. Thank you. It's really encouraging. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Well, my dears, I'm switching over to writing skill. All of us intend to write. But again, to the same question, can we really write what we intend to write? Sometimes we miss out. Writing, is a kind of more formal approach towards conveyance of ideas. Writing is a more formal approach. I go to my school. I told my headmaster, headmaster that, sir, due to some reason or the other, I can't be able to come during the coming 7 days, coming week. I will not be able to come here. So it's a kind of informal approach. I went into his room and told him this. But whenever he tells me that please give me in writing, I will sanction your leave. The matter becomes formal. So before we go deep into writing, let's be clear about one thing. There are basically, on a general note, there are two writings. One is formal and the other one is informal. Right? The other one is informal. So, can anybody please throw light on what is informal and what is formal writing? Anybody trying, please? You can say. Bolo.
Formal writing are those writing when we write to a profession like teacher, to anyone.
Actually, in office setting, if we want to express ourselves, if we want to write something towards an office head, it's all formal. Whenever we speak, so in that way, speaking is a kind of informal skill, while writing is a formal skill. In that way, generally we can classify, though it's not proper in all the cases. Okay. All time it's not the same. So why writing skills matter? Does writing skill matter? Yes, it does. Not only for academic success. Writing skill matters not only for academic success. If you go to America and study medicine, there the mode of instruction, the vehicle of your thought will be in English. So, English will be needed not only for academic success, but when you come back from your college, you need to eat something. You feel like eating some sweet things. So you need to go to a sweet shop and buy sweets. For that purpose too, you should know how to communicate. How to communicate and ask for sweets from the sweet meat seller. So, not only for academic success, but also for real life application, you should learn writing, learn speaking, learn those productive skills. Right? Now, types of writing you will master. You are supposed to write paragraph, essay, letter writing, articles and reports. Paragraph writing, as far as paragraph is concerned, paragraph writing, in paragraph writing we have less scope than in the case of essay. In essay we can ramify, we can think, we can imagine about our points in multi-directional way. But while writing a paragraph, we should be pointed in our approach. We should deal with the points one by one by giving up the thesis statement or the main statement, keynote sentence. Suppose I am asked to write on my hobby. So, what is my hobby? I have to first let myself understood. I have to first let you know what my hobby is. My hobby is such and such. This and this are my hobby. So, this thing you have to consider giving it. You have to consider giving it at the outset of the paragraph. So that in the later part of the paragraph, the audience, the reader, intends to learn more about how you practice, from whom, with whom you learn, and all that. And how you benefited from having that hobby. So, paragraph writing and essay writing are all this. And you know, after fixing your content statement means thesis statement. You have to have the recurring thing that is the later in the later part of your paragraph body, there should be a cohesion in a cohesional relationship between further paragraphs. একটা প্যারাগ্রাফ শেষ হলো, তার পরের প্যারাগ্রাফের সাথে কিন্তু একটা যেন রিলেশনাল ইউনিটি থাকে। রিলেশনাল ইউনিটি, that means the first paragraph should be united relationally to the second one. The second one will get in relationally united to the third one. So likewise, you have to deal with the paragraph, both in paragraph, essay, and in any letter writing setting. In any writing setting, I'd say rather, in any writing setting, this matters. Okay, so logical cohesion should be there. In case of letter writing, also as I was telling you, letter should be formal, either formal or informal. So when the letter is informal words, and suppose your brother writes from Mumbai to you, it's an informal letter. So here, informal letters, informal words, informal modes of expression can be used. But whenever you are writing a letter for opening up of an account with State Bank of India, you are writing to the branch manager of the unit. You will not be supposed to write the same way as your brother did from Mumbai. You will have to be more formal. You have to be more official during doing it. Okay, so letter writing, both formal applications, complaints, and informal friendly letters with your proper format and tone. And as you all know, you are in 11th, so you may be knowing the format in which letters are written. Well, newspaper articles. In the middle page of any newspaper, you will get to see that there are many articles, very analytical articles. And one thing I forgot to tell you, that is, the paragraph or essay can be informal in a way that when the paragraph or the essay is personally tuned, when suppose you are given to write, you are asked to write the memorable day of your life. It's a kind of bit informal. You can think on your own, you can imagine that way. So again, paragraph or essay should be personal, descriptive, narrative, reflective, analytical. So when you are asking a branch manager of a bank to open an account with his bank, you are just describing your point and end up there. You are requesting him to open an account, okay, to open a SB account, savings account for you with the bank. It's just pointed. You will say just what you need to say and end up there. Don't go any further. But when you are asked to write about the fair to your friend, write about the book fair you attended, you can go a bit further too with your imagination. You can describe a book, you can describe your feelings after having gone to the book fair, and likewise you can lend it. So, articles and reports. Articles and reports are generally formal in tone. তোমরা নিউজপেপার রিপোর্টে পড়ে দেখবে মোটামুটি এটা জেনারেলি they are formally written, formally prescribed. Okay. Now, essential writing tips. As was the case with speaking skill, such is the case with writing skill too. Choose simple and clear vocabulary. Don't go into Johnson's and all that. Leave all those things. The days have already gone by. Now choose simple and clear things, and simple ideas should be communicated. And as I was telling you while discussing on essay and paragraph, organize your ideas logically, logical cohesion. The term I use is logical cohesion. আমি বলেছি তো এই টার্মটা। আমি হয়তো আমার হবি নিয়ে লিখছি, আমি বললাম প্রত্যেকটা মানুষের, ধরো সাপোজ ইন্ট্রোডাক্টরি আমি বললাম যে প্রত্যেকটা মানুষেরই তার জীবনের চলার পথে তার যে নিজস্ব ব্যক্তিগত কাজ, তার সাথে একটি হবি থাকলে সেই হবিটা তার প্রফেশনাল, তার পার্সোনাল হবিটা তার প্রফেশনাল লাইফকে আরো এনহ্যান্স করে, তাকে ইনসাইট করে, তাকে আরো উদ্দীপিত করে, মোটিভেট করে তার প্রফেশনাল ফিল্ডে সাকসেস পেতে। সেরকম একটি হবি আমারও আছে। আমি, ও যেমন বললো আমি পিয়ানো বাজাতে খুব ভালোবাসি। এরপরে লিখলো আমার খুব খিদে পেয়েছে, আমি আই এম লুকিং ফর সামথিং টু ইট। তোমরা হাসবে, ইট উইল মেক ইউ লাফ। কেন হাসবে বলো তো? কারণ there was no logical cohesion, the unity was lost. কোনো কোহেশন, কোনো রিলেশন কিন্তু নেই। তুমি বলবে আচ্ছা হবি বলতে বলতে এর সাথে খাবার কি সম্পর্ক, খিদে পাওয়ার কি সম্পর্ক, কোয়েশ্চেন মে অ্যারাইজ। কিন্তু তুমি আমার খিদে পেয়েছে সেটা যদি তুমি না বলে তুমি যদি বলতে এইভাবে যে প্লেইং পিয়ানো is a brilliant thing. When I was a child, I really pampered a desire to learn the piano because my father used to play it. তাহলে কিন্তু লজিক্যাল কোহেশনটা বজায় থাকে। তাহলে কিন্তু you will not feel laughing. You will feel like reading it further. তাহলে কি বলেছে দেখি, আর একটু পড়ি। তাহলে লজিক্যাল কোহেশনটা কত বড় একটা মারাত্মক জিনিস, বুঝতে পারলে? যে তোমার রিলেশনশিপটা যেন ঠিক থাকে, তুমি যে টপিকের উপর বলছো তার ইউনিটি যেন ঠিক থাকে। আবার তুমি এক কথা তুমি যদি বারবার বলে যাও, meaningless repetition of something is bad too. সুতরাং you should be alert about the brevity. Brevity মানে একদম কম্প্যাক্টনেস, সেটার দিকেও তোমায় খেয়াল রাখতে হবে। It doesn't come all at once. It needs practice. It needs thoughtful practice. যেখানে যেখানে তুমি ভুল হবে, জাস্ট ম্যাডাম বলছিলেন না, একদম ঠিক। তোমরা স্যার ম্যাডামকে জিজ্ঞাসা করো, they are only too eager to listen from you. They are too eager to check what you have written, what you have to tell them. তারা শোনার জন্য রেডি, তোমরা জাস্ট তাদের কাছে যাও। They only want that and nothing more. So সেটাই বলছে যে organize your ideas logically, in a logical manner, in a logical cohesion, and maintain proper grammar and punctuation. As I was telling you, only a comma can differentiate in subject verb concord, subject verb agreement. একটা কমার জন্য কিন্তু is আর হয়ে যেতে পারে, আরটা ইজ হতে পারে। টেন্স আমরা খুব গুলিয়ে ফেলি, দেখবে he has been reading it and he is reading it. আমরা many times we mix these sentences. এই জিনিসগুলো কিন্তু আমাদের হয়, we oftentimes we do these things. Now as I was saying to you all, common mistakes to avoid, spelling errors. Now I will not concentrate much on spelling errors because by way of practicing every day on a day-to-day basis, you will feel, after looking at a word, you will feel whether it is correctly spelled or wrongly spelled. RECEIV, receive. যদি আইটা বাদ যায়, if I omit the I, this will look square to your eyes, and you will feel that no, the spelling is wrong over here. তুমি কিন্তু সেটাই বলবে যে না, এটা দেখে মনে হচ্ছে ঠিক নয়। So spelling errors do not need other preparations in different way. Just now I uttered, the mixing tense is a kind of habit we have already made in our life. Tense আমাদের খুব গন্ডগোল হয়ে যায়। We always fumble to use. We always fumble to think whether to use present, past indefinite, past simple tense or past perfect tense. I had come here. I came here. We are often confused between these two statements. You will see it happens. It also happened with me too. So mixing up of tenses is a kind of habit we have digested in our life. And the last thing I have reiterated speaking about it, long and confusing statements, long and confusing sentences. Johnson is to have squandered the delicacy of integrity by nullifying the labors of talent. By nullifying the labors of talent, what does it mean? By underestimating the talented labors. We don't have to use all those learned formal words in order to view what I would like to view in a twitching of an eye. যেটা আমাদের কাছে একটা তুড়ি দিয়ে বলার কথা সেটাকে অত গ্রেভলি অত এটিকেট ফুল অফ এটিকেট বলার তো দরকার নেই যেটা যা বি এ পয়েন্টেড স্পিকার সো all costs long and confusing statements should be avoided at all costs. Now, coming to how to improve your writing. Read more English content. What's told by reading more English content? You will have a lot many English content every day. If you have one newspaper at least at hand. If you have a newspaper at hand, you'll be rich with all informations. Plenty of information will be for you. You can use it according to your choice. So English content should be there. Content is subject matter on which you want to elaborate. So when you need content, see English movies, see English conversations, see the group discussions, etc. So by way of doing this, you will be able to get at more English contents. And whenever you will be full of contents, role playing will be much simpler than before. কারণ কন্টেন্টের মধ্যেই তো রোল লুকিয়ে থাকে you will have to find out the roles from the content itself, then you can proceed further on. Practice daily writing. Practice means, as I was telling you, back at home you will practice, keeping in mind the things that you learned today, the points that I discussed with you today. It's not that you just learned that the West Bengal Council is taking up classes for development of writing skills. From tomorrow, I'll make myself to be a Shakespeare. Not that really. But here you are guided how to practice, how to take up the situation in an intelligent way. We are flabbergasted. We are some kind of confused about how to practice. Now this session is nothing but letting you know how to practice. Keeping in head all the points covered over here. If you practice, you will be benefited. For that purpose only you have been invited. So practice daily writing. Now I will not go in detail about how to practice. I have already told. Learn from feedback. This is all the more necessary in my part. I want to have feedback. I want really to have feedback. You tell me where I faltered. You tell me your views. That's why I differ from you in that particular point. I will be appreciating your views. So feedback is always necessary while doing a thing. Am I doing the right kind of thing? Am I doing it rightly? Or something more should have been there to make my presentation look even better than what I make out it to be. So learn from feedback. After you finish writing a story, writing a paragraph, writing a letter, or writing a dialogue, or writing something creative, you just show it to your teacher. Take her or his feedback and learn from that feedback. This is what's written over here. Okay. We are left with little time. So, practice activity. Write about your favorite hobby. Now, an activity has been given. The activity is hobby. As I was telling you, I was discussing about you on the hobby you may be studying. So, suppose I touched upon this point earlier. So, I am reconsidering it. First is the topic sentence. The topic sentence. What is the topic sentence? Topic sentence is the thesis statement, as I told you. Thesis statement, the main statement, which will incite the reader to read further on. While writing about hobbies, do tell what hobby you have, so that I feel a craving from inside to read further. That how you foster your hobbies, how you manage your hobbies, and how you are getting benefited from your hobby. So, topic sentence. That particular sentence is topic sentence. That will stick me together with your point. Then supporting details with logical cohesion. Supporting details means how much you have learned, with whom you learn the piano, with how long do you practice every day, how are you planning to take up piano in the future days of your life. All these things will come thereafter. And at last, in conclusion, what will come? How you benefited from this hobby. How learning piano can benefit you further in your professional field, in your academic field, be it whatever. So last day, we are reminded again that writing is a skill. So, by giving here the point, writing is a skill, I am again reiterating the fact that it needs practice. Any skill, be it football playing, be it cricket playing, be it sports, any kind of sports, everything that is termed a skill, that is termed as a skill, needs practicing. If you do it over and over again, you will be a depth personality in doing that. An expert personality in doing that. You will master the skill. The greater amount of practice, the greater amount of mastery you will have over the field. So, writing is a skill, and as both speaking and writing is a skill, in order to master, what you need to do? Do thoughtful practice. Doing only practice will not going to earn you something. Thoughtful practice. এই thoughtful কথাটা বোঝার জন্যই তোমাদের এখানে আসা আছে। এতদিন প্র্যাকটিস করতে, writing skill practice, speaking skill practice, but how it should be practiced, you learn it today from here. এই পয়েন্টগুলো মাথায় রাখবে প্র্যাকটিস করার সময়। এবং এইভাবে গ্র্যাজুয়ালি এগিয়ে চলো। I wish you all success in life. You'll definitely be successful in life. মোটামুটি, this is what I intended to tell you. This is what you have been asked to come here for. এবারে ওই একই জিনিস আমি তোমাদের কাছে চাইবো, তোমাদের যদি কিছু বলার থাকে বলো, যদি কোনো ফিডব্যাক দেওয়ার থাকে বলো, যদি কোনো পয়েন্টের সাথে তুমি কোইনসাইড না করতে পারো বলো। Any question from any quarter? Have I got across my point to you clearly? Have you understood all things clearly? You have no question left. Can it be? Can it be so? এটা হতে পারে? আমি এত ভালো করে বললাম, এটা হতে পারে কখনো? আমার তো মনে হচ্ছে I am still lacking in something. I could have done it better. তাহলে what should I take? You have understood the point at least, তাই তো? তাহলে do practice it when you get home. Please do practice it and be successful. All of you are wished on my part to be successful in life. Happy New Year once again. We are at the very beginning of a new year, so let it be very happy for all of you. Thank you. I end up here. Okay. Thank you. Well, one more thing I forgot to tell. There are many books over here displayed. If you want to purchase any books, please do. You are all invited to purchase the books. These are all displayed over there for purchase purpose. You can do it. Okay. তখন মনে হয় যে আমি তোমার সামনে কিছু নেই, পুরো ফাঁকা। কি করবে? তুমি দুটো পয়েন্ট তারপরে and he depends on the more in your body, the better it comes in your way. You not get to expert. তুমি হয়তো জানো না একটা আইডিয়া দিয়েছে রেটটাকে तो जहाँ पे मैं ऊपर जाके बैठ के फोटो खींचा नीचे रहना ऊपर नहीं जाना समझा अभी आगे चला हमारे लोग को बोला पुलिस लोग का मैम मैम एक सेकंड तो का हुआ कोई ना भाई इधर का सकना आवाज इधर का सकना ये हो दो अबे ये फोन अंदर आ गया इसका बात करो यार पर जाना अलाउड है ठीक है मैम आप यहीं आ जाइए ना मैम करवा दीजिए सोच क्या है ओ क्या मैम आ गया चलिए मेरा फोटो अच्छी तरह से फोन तो अंदर है ना फोन अंदर चाहिए उधर सबको धक्का दे थैंक यू देखेंगे फिर ये हमने ले कौन लेगा नहीं हम दोनों आए आजा नंबर को देता चलो जल्दी करो सबका फोटो आना चाहिए
কাজ আছে, কাজ আছে, মিটিং হয়েছে। তারপরে ফোন করে বলি যে স্যার বলে না আমি তো বললাম না উনি চার্জার, উনাকে না বলে আমি নিয়ে নেবো। হয়তো কিছু বলবেন, মনে মনে ভাববেন যে আমি, হ্যাঁ আমাকে আসলে কিছু বলবেন,
মনে মনে তো ভাবতে
মনে মনে হচ্ছে আমার কনসেন্ট নিল না,
আমার এটা
হ্যাঁ নিল না, হ্যাঁ আমি তো
বন্ধু বলে কেমন করেছে ফেলবে বহুত লাইন
কত
ক্লাস শেষ
বন্ধ
এটা তোরা দেখা
বলছি এইটা একটু খুলে নিতে
হ্যাঁ
আরে ভিড় আছে রে, আছে রেকর্ডিং করে নি না, তুই ব্যাগটা রাখো না, ব্যাগটা রাখো, যেন ব্যাগটা রাখ।
আমার বইটা দেখে
এই আলোর দিকে, আলোর দিকে
আলোচিত হবে না তুমি এই কিছু কার খুঁজবে ইয়ে যে ঘরে ছেড়ে রাখছিস গাড়ি হয়েছে ওই মোড়া গেছিস ওই জমা দিতেছে
এর স্যার বলেছিল আনসার আপনি এক কাজ করুন,
সবাই এসে তারপর
এই স্যার ওই নে কেন ওরা সব আসো, দাঁড়াও,
স্যার এখানে দাঁড়ান না
দাঁড়ান, ওরা আসো, ওরা আসো। দেখ তোরা তো বলতে পারবি যে ভবনে গেছিলাম,
সামনেটা তুলো না পিছন দেওয়া
দোস্ত তো
পুরো পা তুলবে দেখ পাটাই তুলবি
পুরো পাটাই তুলবি, খালি পায়ে হাত।
মনে তুলে দিবি হ্যাঁ আমাদেরও তুলে দেবে দেখতে রাখ ওইখানে তুমি পাশে তুলতে ওই যেখানে হেরেছি ওই চাঁদনি ধর মধ্যে তোল এই দেখে এই দেখো আমি তুলে দিচ্ছি দেখো ক্যামেরা
তাই না বল, খারাপ কথা বলিস নি? একজন আরে তো ওই ওয়াশরুমে গেলি তো হয়ে গেল, ওরা বার হলি তো হয়ে গেল।
ওই আমাদের তুলে রাখো, আমাদের তুলতে পারে না।
তো হয়ে গেল।
ওই তুলে দে তো।
আমাদের সামনের ক্যামেরাতে তো
হ্যাঁ, এখানটা
আইডিতে তুলবো না, সেখানে তুলিস না।
আচ্ছা, এখানটা এমনি
আচ্ছা তোমরা ঠিক করে নেবে সায়েন্স সিটি যাবে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, হ্যাঁ স্যার। না আর অন্য আদুকে সায়েন্স তুলে এখানে সায়েন্স
তাহলে কোথায় আমি এখানে সাইন্স
এখানে বই আছে।
ও বেরিয়ে দাও তোদের নিতে পারি আগে না
তো পার্কে
স্যার ওখানে ওটা তুলে দেবো। ওই ভাইটি রয়েছে আমাদের
মুঝে মারি পিক করতে দেখো
ওই এইটা তুলবো। ওই কই দিদি
এই তাড়াতাড়ি এখন তো ডাক।
দেখো দিচ্ছে
হ্যাঁ বার করে দেবে না? তাড়াতাড়ি তাড়াতাড়ি।
ভালো করে ফটো
এর সবাই দাঁড়াও তুলে দিতে দরকার।
ওই তোদের পেটে তুলে দিও
এই নিয়ে এখানটাই দেখ।
বিক্রম দা স্যারের যে মাইকটা দিল এর মধ্যে না অফ করে নিয়ে যাবো না
ওই তো মধ্যে
ওই সবাই মিলে একটা
আর চলো এই নিচে গিয়ে সবাই একটা তুলো হয়ে যাবে।
আমি না বাদ করে দিই কেন
হ্যাঁ আমি